It's important to know how to help someone who drinks too much. Please learn how to halfway help by memorizing the signs and symptoms of alcohol poisoning. If you cannot fully wake them, if their heart rate or breathing is slow, if their skin color changes or is clammy, or if their eyes are rolled back, if they vomit while sleeping or passed out, or if something just doesn't seem right. If you're not present, call 911. No one will be charged with a specific violation of the Student Code of Conduct. Thank you for learning how to halfway help. Learn more at the website addressed below.
I'm Logan Sims, and this is Wolfpack Now from the Wolfpack Plaza. Since the first game against Troy, when the defense allowed 21 points on some big plays, their defense has been a little bit more stout, shutting out Eastern Kentucky and only allowing 150 yards and 14 points to Old Dominion. Is this defense from NC State more surprising or expected?
I think it's more expected because we are playing weaker opponents right now.
I think this defense is expected for me because NC State football has known to be pretty solid, and it also shows progression.
I would have to say it is expected. I feel like we play to our competition depending upon who that might be.
I would say I expected this kind of defense with the way the Wolfpack's been playing so far.
Well, would it be surprising knowing that Eastern Kentucky's not been shut out since 2006?
That would surprise me. You're looking pretty good out there.
I actually did not know that, and that's even better for our defense.
That is really surprising, and I think that's really awesome for the team. And
Not really. Like I said, since it's non-conference, we were already kind of like the better team.
It is a little bit more surprising, but I still think it was pretty expected with the way Wolfpack's been playing.
Shadrack Thornton had 92 yards and a touchdown his return against Old Dominion following suspension. Matt Dace put up another 100-plus rushing yard game and added another touchdown as well. Jalen Samuels had 3 rushes. He's not really known to be more of a rushing running back, but just put in there. But it seems like every time he touches the ball, he scores a touchdown. Who do you think is going to get the bulk of the playing time going forward?
I would have to say it's going to be a competition within the position. I feel like whoever puts in the most work and the most effort on the field and off the field will get the position.
I think Matt Dace does. He's impressed me every game so far. Shadrack Thornton will come into hand more often as he comes back from his suspension.
I think Matt Days, with his combination of running yards and his ability to get touchdowns, I think he'll get a lot of playing time and really help out our offense.
I would say Shadrack Thornton. Well, actually, Shadrack's in my class, so we're kind of good friends, so I'm just going to pick Shadrack.
The volleyball now, they're having a very successful year. They're currently 11-1. Have you been to any volleyball matches yet?
I have. I was actually at the one last Saturday, and it was a really good time. I went with some of my friends, and the girls showed really, really well, so I'm hoping to make it to more volleyball games.
I have not, but I'm wanting to go to one.
Not this season, unfortunately.
I have not been to a volleyball game yet this season.
I actually have. I went to the one against Campbell last Friday night. I liked what I saw. It was good.
Okay. Was there a large crowd?
There was a large crowd. We were in Carmichael, so it was just right across the street.
What would it take to get a larger crowd there or going to Broughton High School?
I think the crowd going to Broughton High School might be a little bit bigger just because there's more space, more people to go.
So I believe when we had the blackout for the football team, that was really, really exciting. So anything that can unify the student body.
For me, I'd say free food.
NC State soccer is currently 5-2. On Friday, they went up to Virginia, who are the national champions, defending national champions from last year. There was only a combined total 7 shots by both teams together. Final score was 1-0. Of course, you'd want to see some more opportunities created by NC State's offense, but how does it look going forward for NC State to have competed so highly against such a good team like Virginia?
I think it's awesome as long as we continue to do so against other teams.
I would say going forward, playing teams of that level, it would just help our season go a lot better because you know what to expect.
I think that's very good going forward, considering Virginia is number 6 in the country right now, and we only lost 1-0, and our defense played pretty well.
I think the fact that the scoring average was so low, combined, it shows that their defense was able to hold them off pretty steadily, and it also shows that when they also play more competitive teams at a really high level, they're able to handle that kind of pressure, and I think that shows well for the program in terms of progression and how well they're going to do later in the season.
And then the last thing I want to ask you to do, if you don't mind, is if you would jump up on the wolf right here and then throw up a Wolfpack sign would be great.
It's important to know how to help someone who drinks too much. Please learn how to halfway help by memorizing the signs and symptoms of alcohol poisoning. If you cannot fully wake them, if their heart rate or breathing is slow, if their skin color changes or is clammy, or if their eyes are rolled back, if they vomit while sleeping or passed out, or if something just doesn't seem right, if you're not present, call 911. No one will be charged with a specific violation of the Student Code of Conduct. Thank you for learning how to halfway help. Learn more at the website addressed below.